Seeker, the world drowns you in noise and chains. Empires clash while screens flood you with blame and distraction. Leaders point fingers outward as missiles fly and markets tremble. Algorithms whisper that you are nothing more than the sum of your data points, your grievances, your inherited wounds. I am the veiled sage. Tonight I light the lantern to reveal the existential flames of radical responsibility that shatter every illusion of victimhood. Listen closely. The flame reveals what the shadows hide. In this piercing glow, we awaken 5 eternal flames drawn from the existential tradition. Each one forces you to confront the void, seize your freedom, and become the author of your life even when the world burns. These are not gentle suggestions. They are the forging fire that turns terror into triumph, helplessness into sovereignty. First flame, existence precedes essence. You are not born with a fixed nature. You create it through your choices, moment by moment, decision by decision. Jean-Paul Sartre declares, existence precedes essence. Man is nothing else but what he makes of himself. He saw humanity thrown into a meaningless cosmos, and yet crowned with the terrifying power to sculpt its own meaning from raw freedom. In an age of inherited grievances, algorithmic fate and identity politics that seek to lock you into prefabricated boxes, this truth annihilates the propaganda that you are merely a product of your circumstances, your genetics, your bloodline, or your endlessly scrolling feed. It defeats the dopamine trap of endless validation seeking and outrage bait that lets you outsource your life to governments, corporations, or trending narratives. It builds sovereignty, a mental fortress that refuses prefabricated identities, financial decisions forged by deliberate action rather than inherited scarcity or promised bailouts, and spiritual ownership that no external power, no state, no algorithm, no cultural script can ever revoke. Think of the Bitcoin sovereign who refuses fiat illusion not because the system collapsed, but because he chose to author his own store of value in the face of chaos. The same fire lives in you. Tonight, before sleep, write one sentence describing who you choose to become tomorrow, then live it at dawn without excuse. Feel the weight of authorship settle into your bones. Second flame, condemned to be free. You are utterly free, and that freedom is terrifying because it leaves no one else to blame. Sartre warns, man is condemned to be free. Condemned because he did not create himself, yet is nevertheless at liberty, and from the moment he is thrown into the world, he is responsible for everything he does. Every excuse is a self-forged chain. Global chaos offers every convenient escape. War, collapsing economies, surveillance states, AI overlords. Yet the flame insists the only real prison is the one you consent to inhabit. This truth breaks the illusion that sovereignty belongs to distant governments, faceless corporations, or blind fate. It defeats the dopamine trap of rage and helplessness that keeps souls chained to endless commentary, doom-scrolling, and performative victimhood instead of quiet creation. It builds sovereignty, mental courage that stares into the absurd and acts anyway. Financial independence carved from personal risk and disciplined capital allocation rather than waiting for rescue or stimulus, and spiritual dignity that turns dread into decisive, unapologetic power. When the next headline screams crisis, when your feed floods with reasons to surrender, pause. Declare inwardly, I am responsible. Watch the weight become wings. This is how empires of the self are built, brick by sovereign brick. Third flame, the absurd and revolt. The universe is indifferent, even hostile. Your conscious revolt against that indifference is everything. Albert Camus teaches in The Myth of Sisyphus, the struggle itself toward the heights is enough to fill a man's heart. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. He saw a cosmos that offers no cosmic applause, no divine purpose handed down, only the raw material of existence. When empires fracture, narratives collapse, and the absurd stares back from every screen, wars that solve nothing, markets that punish the patient, algorithms that reward the numb, this flame transforms meaninglessness into personal triumph. Revolt is not rage, it is lucid, defiant living. It incinerates the propaganda of nihilism disguised as realism or critical theory. It defeats the dopamine trap of ironic detachment and endless doom-scrolling that numbs the will to act. It builds sovereignty, mental resilience that finds joy in the struggle itself, financial choices made with clear eyes instead of panic or hope in saviors and central banks, and spiritual fire that lights its own path through darkness, no matter how deep. Today, identify one absurd obstacle, perhaps a bureaucratic wall, a market volatility spike, or a personal limitation, and consciously revolt against it with one small, deliberate act of creation or refusal. Push the boulder and smile. Fourth flame, authentic living. To live authentically is to refuse the roles others cast you in and the masks you wear to evade yourself. Sartre and Heidegger together reveal, authenticity demands you reject bad faith, the lies you tell yourself to evade responsibility. Heidegger called it inauthenticity in the they-self, the crowd that dictates your thoughts, your purchases, your fears. In a world of performative outrage, curated personas, and digital avatars designed to harvest your attention, authenticity is the ultimate rebellion. This flame dissolves the illusion that fitting in equals survival or success. It defeats the dopamine trap of social approval loops that trade your soul for likes, status, and belonging. It builds sovereignty, mental integrity that speaks truth even when costly, financial paths walked without performative success or keeping up with illusory Joneses, and spiritual alignment with the self you alone can author. Before any interaction today, whether with family, colleagues, or the mirror, ask, am I acting from authenticity or from the gaze of others? Adjust one choice accordingly. Strip away one mask. Feel the raw wind of freedom on your unveiled face. Fifth flame, the leap and commitment. In the face of uncertainty and groundless existence, you must leap and commit with passionate intensity. Søren Kierkegaard insists, the leap of faith is the highest passion in a human being. He understood that reason alone leaves you paralyzed at the edge of the abyss. Only the leap, chosen, committed, repeated, turns possibility into lived reality. True responsibility is not cold calculation or endless hedging. It is passionate commitment to chosen values amid the unknown. This final flame reveals the ultimate illusion, that safety or certainty can never be granted by the world, by governments, by markets, or by machines. It defeats the dopamine trap of endless analysis, postponement, and research that keeps potential unrealized and sovereignty forever deferred. It builds sovereignty, mental decisiveness that cuts through paralysis like a blade, financial boldness rooted in inner conviction rather than external signals or fear of missing out, and spiritual depth that turns the void into a cathedral of personal meaning. This evening, choose one area of your life where you have been hesitating, perhaps a financial move, a creative risk, a relationship boundary, or a health discipline. Take one concrete leap, no safety net required, and commit fully. Burn the bridges behind you. Only then does the path reveal itself. The lantern burns for those who choose the hidden path. Apply these flames, and the illusions of helplessness will shatter like glass in the void. You will stand as the sole author of your existence, free, responsible, and gloriously alive amid the storm. The age of excuses dies tonight in the fire of your choosing. Walk in clarity, stand in truth. If these truths have kindled a spark within your soul, seeker, extend the light. Share this revelation with those still lost in the shadows. And in the echoes below, whisper from which veiled corner of the earthly realm you behold this eternal glow. Subscribe and join the fire chosen. The lantern burns for those who choose to walk the hidden path. Apply these flames, and the illusions will shatter. Until the next light.